So
Good morning.
Good morning, everyone. This is a new format today, and welcome. My name is Adrian, and I'm the CEO and founder of Career Agility International.
And I'm Yan, and we're sorry because Adrian forgot to press the unmute button, but that's what happens when we go live, and there are many moving parts.
Yeah.
But it's also a Friday, so we'll cut each other some slack.
Yeah. See, and today's topic we're talking about is about overcoming change, personal and professional change. And because this is the first time we are filming in our new office at United Square, and in fact, we don't even want to call this an office. It's almost a studio now.
It's a little room.
Yeah, it's our little studio, and it's a change, and therefore the new buttons, the new format of the StreamYard streaming software we're using. So that's why today's topic is all about change and how do we manage change, because change is like what I said earlier, the constant in life.
And I've never found change to be particularly painful. Sometimes change can be good. In fact, we look forward, and when you have that anticipatory energy, then change is nice, right? Sometimes we can't be eating the same thing every day, because that would be really boring. So
yeah, it is.
I like variety. So I don't know about you.
Oh well, it's I think in essence, people don't fear change. What they fear or what they dislike is sudden change.
Or the unknown.
Yeah. Or an unexpected change. When something comes in, it's like, oh, there's a new boss in town. It's like, and suddenly, who's the new boss?
But sometimes it's like, great, there's a new boss. I hope he shakes things up because the status quo is not working.
Yeah.
So
change is good, it's bad.
I think
depends.
it's a mindset.
Yeah. And for us, at Career Agility, we are now 5 years old already, and we've changed so much as well.
When we first started, we were at a small, tiny, no room. In fact, it was a shared serviced office in Outram somewhere.
Cheong Siak. Yes. The working capital. It was nice, it was fun, it was cozy for a while. But after a while, we grew up.
And then we went to Raffles Place.
Yeah.
And now we're at United Square.
Yes, and in fact, we run our career clinics and career sessions here as well, face-to-face with our clients. And it's a nice, lovely place, lots of food. So if you are having any career questions, you can always drop us an email at info@careeragility.org, and we're always happy to answer your questions. And if you need to have a one-on-one session with us, you can book through our link, which is on our website, either via Zoom or via face-to-face over here. So always happy to have you drop by.
Yep. Shall we get started?
Let's get started. So today's topic we're talking about is very much this thing. Okay, it's called overcoming personal and professional change.
Overcoming.
Really?
Overcoming? Not at all. Embracing.
Yes.
Let's just look forward to some changes.
So tell me some personal changes that you've gone through. Personal, not professional, but personal.
Recently, it's about growing older. To all the ladies out there who are listening in. We have physiological changes that will come when we reach a certain age.
I'm not going here. I'm going away.
I'm trying to be politically correct, but you all know what I'm talking about. When I started not feeling 100%, I made an effort to go out and research and figure out how I can make myself feel a lot better. And I'm just going to do a quick shout out to our previous episode where we had a special guest interview. She's Pooja, and she's a wonderful nutritionist who has made a big, massive change in the way I look at my health, and I am so grateful for her insights.
See, even coaches have coaches.
We do. Yeah, even the best soccer players or the best golf players will need a coach. Yeah. Someone to kind of look out for your blind spots. Mm-hmm. So that's my personal story. What about you, Adrian?
Me, I think the change in format for me, personal, this is more both personal and professional, is when I decided to go out away from a corporate job and move into career agility when I first started. A lot of uncertainty, but a lot of risk, a lot of fear of the unknown, but it was scary at first, but if you take it one step at a time, baby steps. And an interesting saying, which my daughter at the time, Mia, told me, she said, when she was young, she said, "No, Daddy, how do you eat an elephant?"
Yeah, one bite at a time.
One bite at a time, right?
Yeah, baby steps.
Baby steps. So that's why it's all, we all have to go through it.
Yeah.
And right now I'm also going through a personal change. No, I'm not having a menopause or anything.
Hey, I never said that word. Seriously?
No, but you know, the change for me is that my son's now in army, and next year he's going off to university, and then it's going to be a quiet time at home without him. And my daughter's also growing bigger. It's gonna. I'm not looking forward to the change, but also looking forward to the change.
And now that you reminded me, yes, because I started empty nesting already.
Oh yeah,
because
way before
my
me.
daughter,
Yes.
is now she now stays at the hall in the university, and I miss her. But I have two more, so they're so busy, so they have very long days, and I do remember complaining to you and Belle and Gabby about empty nesting, but I also know that because I don't the fact that I'm not even thinking about it now means that I have breached, or I've gone through that learning curve. But at the same time, yes, constantly do make some plans for yourself.
Yeah.
If there's something that you don't like or it's uncomfortable, figure out how you can make it comfortable. Figure out how it can be, so now I'm going into the office a lot more often.
Which I'm not complaining about because it's very lonely in the office. So, but one thing that's consistent in our 40-year career journey is there's always going to be change.
Yes.
Even on there's micro changes, macro changes, and a lot of times how we respond to these changes determine our level of success in terms of being adaptable, flexible, and thriving in a job.
Yeah, that sounds a bit of a nag, but and we do repeat that phrase, that message.
Nag.
We do. We repeat it out, and that's the thing about repetition, because we need constant reminder. Sometimes if we are very stressed, all of our rational goes out the window, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. So,
yeah. So one of the biggest things, like what you mentioned earlier, is to embrace change.
Yes.
What do you mean by that, actually, embracing change?
I think it depends on how you view the world. If you view the world negatively, then everything's going to be bad. But if you look at how it can perhaps help you or be more positive, then the change is not always going to be so bad. Because if you expect it to be bad,
it's going to be bad, right?
It's going to be bad. It's almost like how we start the day. If we start the day going, it's going to be bad, what do you think the day is going to go like, right?
Yeah, it's not going to go.
So yeah, we need to find outlets. We need to find coping mechanisms. And I think that's just my point of view.
And I think also you have to start forcing yourself to look at the bright side of things.
Forcing
yourself. It's not easy. I say force because it's not easy.
Not always.
It doesn't come naturally to everyone.
Yeah.
It doesn't come naturally to some people have this catastrophic thinking.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So it just keeps going down, around. So it takes a bit of discipline and training, right?
It does. So it's like, okay, what if the business doesn't succeed? Okay, well, we're going to go into debt, and then we're going to be homeless, and then I'm going to be on the streets, and then
she has to sell a kidney,
or sell one of my children. And,
you got three, so it's okay.
And then I pause and I'll go like, hang on, you're too smart to fail, right? Or you'll have your backup plan, or your backup to the backup, or something like that.
Her backup are the 3 kids to sell. But anyways, it's about choosing to look at the positive side of things, and it's difficult at first, but after a while it becomes second nature.
Yeah.
Okay? And so the first thing is not to fear the change, and also in terms of changing the mindset. And one of the things we always say is, it's not about the stimuli or the stimulus; it's about the response.
Yeah, I like to focus on making decisions around something that changes. So, for example, earlier on, a few months ago when I started empty nesting, I remember saying something like, look, I have a family of 5, but how is it that I'm having dinner by myself?
Oh no, that's sad.
On a weeknight, because everyone else is busy. And so my own thought process was, okay, so what am I going to do about this extra free time? Or make some decisions. And so, yes, as stated on that slide, it's not just the mindset, but it's also an action-oriented thought process. Yeah.
That's true. And when we say focus on emotional response, Sometimes it's about, as much as we say you can choose your emotional response, sometimes you can't.
You can't.
You can't.
No, you have to process your emotions, and then you can rationalize some decisions.
And then you control your actions.
Correct.
So sometimes you can't. Like when a client pisses you off, right? You can't say don't be angry, right?
You can't don't.
Yeah, because you can be upset, but how you choose to respond, whether you want to pour the cup of water on top of her or to be mature or grow up,
walk away.
Yeah, walk away. Or if your boss knows it's unreasonable, do you want to shout back at the boss?
I have a great phrase.
Uh-huh.
You look upset. I'm going to give you some space.
Oh, that's dangerous. Okay, it's dangerous. It's almost as dangerous as.
All right.
Calm down. Okay, calm down. Don't be angry.
The point is, look. Let's okay, fine. Let's rephrase. Let's give this some space, and we'll reconvene later.
Yeah,
but it's a snarky little comment.
You can tell who has the master's degree in communications here. Okay, I don't. So I'll just run for the hills and go. Oops. Okay. Sorry, my mom's calling. I can't. But we can choose the action and the response to the emotional.
Yes.
So I think that's very important as far as embracing and managing the change.
Yeah, and making decisions. Sometimes I don't know about all of us have different personalities and a different outlook. Like you're very extroverted, but I'm always thinking and making decisions, and I'm always planning ahead, which is why I'm comfortable reacting to change by making decisions about that change, making decisions about what I can do to manage things better or to navigate the situation.
What she's trying to say is that in the 5 years she's been working with me, she has had to be adaptable because I change my mind very often.
He does.
And last minute change, sudden change.
Yes. And it's very last minute. You're like, Adrian, do you have the thing? What are we doing today?
Gee, now where did I put my computer? But it's all about growing up as well. If you are able to adapt to change well, you grow faster and you get better. So I always believe that if you have a growth mindset, you would be able to embrace change and manage to change better. And one of the things that I really find is sometimes we're a bit hard on ourselves.
We are not sometimes hard on ourselves. I don't know about you, but when I speak to our clients, our clients are really hard on themselves. And I'm telling them to cut themselves some slack and to consider tangible things. I'm not just like, oh, don't worry, you'll be fine. That's just window dressing. No, I don't say that. It's not just a fluffy word. But to say that they are going to be okay because of A, B, and C, and they go like, no, it's not. It's the end of the world. But yes, you should cut yourself some slack.
Yeah, I think the important thing about us is that we also have to recognize that change is not easy, and therefore be kind to ourselves in the sense that if you worry a lot, I think it's okay to worry up to a certain level. If you don't adjust fast enough, don't think that this change is here. I haven't figured out this new system yet. No, it's been 1 week and I haven't figured out this new system yet. Am I stupid? No. Sometimes it does take time. It does take time to process. It takes time to learn, time to adjust.
Yeah, and also time to process.
Yeah.
Right. Just to figure out why.
Internalize it.
What's going on? Yeah. And of course, a yoga app might help. Just saying.
She's pitching a yoga app.
I found an app. It's great. In the middle of the day, you can do lunchtime yoga in the office. It's cool. You don't even need a yoga mat.
My favorite yoga position is lying down and sleeping. So
and snoring.
And snoring, yes. And a lot. And one thing about change, especially sudden change, is if the change is something that you really, really didn't expect.
Yeah.
So we had a case where we had a client who had a new boss fly in, and this new boss had totally different vision for the business, totally absolutely different. And everyone in the department were all like sitting down and waiting for further directions, and they were in a way, like deers caught in a headlamp, and they were sitting there and staring.
So freeze.
Yeah, freeze. And that's why what we want to do about it as well is really to take action. Sometimes if you are caught in a change, in fact, one thing I read was that it's a human response to freeze in times of crisis.
Yeah.
And
Panic.
And the panic response is to freeze.
Yeah.
And the reason is, in theory, it's because of animals. Basically, if they are in a wild and they're spotted by a predator, right?
And they freeze.
They freeze to not move it. Yeah, because
Yes.
predators only see movement. So the animalistic response is to freeze.
That's Adrian's coffee science.
It's true, but and that is because this was the book I was reading in January about how people react in terms of crisis. In fact, what they noted was when the first planes hit the Twin Towers in World Trade Center, right?
Yeah.
People were just milling around
Frozen.
and standing there frozen, waiting for instructions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, and in fact, what the book I can't remember her name, Amanda. I'll put a book link in the link. She was saying that the first thing you do in a crisis is you're supposed to slap yourself and shake yourself out of it. Okay, come, what do I do next?
Maybe that's why our emergency response teams have constant training.
Yes.
Because if you don't train yourself out of that, then usually there's going to be a frozen response.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, one of the things about change is take action. You have to overcome the inertia of not wanting to do anything.
So I want to address what's really happening in our market right now. Lots of organizations are going through massive restructuring.
Yeah.
There's a lot of exits coming up, and it doesn't matter how common it is, an exit is still going to hurt.
Yeah.
If it wasn't something that you planned for, or you didn't see it coming, or if you saw it coming and on the day that you are notified, if you're notified, it's still a punch in the gut, isn't it?
Yeah.
And it's important that you kind of take some time to center yourself and then take action to go get help. So if your organization gives you support, please embrace that support. Don't just turn it away or not show up for the workshops or the meetings. Seek help.
And sometimes even if the retrenchment exercise doesn't affect you but affects your team,
Yes,
that's also a lot of change involved because
for the people who remain.
the remainers, you see. So in terms of how do I manage the change, and especially if you're a manager of a team that has been restructured or reorganized, there's a lot of change management. In fact, we run programs for companies that are undergoing or have undergone restructuring. In terms of managing the change, the psychology of your team members that are staying behind. So if your team is undergoing survival guilt, resentment,
because they have to take on more.
So if you're a business leader and if your team is going through reorganizations like this, do reach out to us because we do have solutions and advice to share with regards to how you can make your team even more efficient. Because the longer it takes for your team to recover, the longer your customers are gonna feel the pain of you not focused.
And your productivity is going to dip.
And then
and you don't want a prolonged dip in productivity because then the next exercise might be more people
might be
in
more
your
painful.
team.
So take action. But one of the things that I always like to say is baby steps, like this cute little baby over here in our photograph over here, right? Once again, how do you eat an elephant? It's step by step, piece by piece, bite by bite. And you don't need to make huge drastic changes.
We need a big freezer because the meat will spoil if we take one bite at a time to eat the whole elephant.
No, don't have to. You just let him bite and then you walk off. Anyway, but the thing about baby steps is like it took us a bit of change management to get into this new office here as well.
I think this office move is quite painless for me anyway.
For you, because it's so easy for you.
Because Adrian did all the work.
Yeah, and also because coming to the office and everything, it was easy.
It's so much nearer.
Yeah,
I
so
love
much
it.
nearer.
It's nearer for me. The parking is more convenient.
I'm getting the hang of it also because now
he didn't like this place in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm getting the hang
But
of it.
you know what? Adrian still does not like working on and using certain technology. He does not like using Teams.
Still don't. And if you were to force me to use a Mac or an iPhone, nope, not gonna happen. I know it's lovely and everything, but for me, it's
You're right.
a Samsung.
It took me a while to learn the MacBook methods and the language. But now that I'm bilingual in both Windows and Mac, I think I've got...
You know what I hate about a Mac? And I'm going to offend all you Mac users out there, okay? The backspace key is not a delete key. You're going to delete in the backspace key. Yeah, that annoys me.
It's a minor adjustment.
No, cannot. You need to have one separate backspace key and one separate delete key.
It's such a
Which
minor
character
adjustment.
do you know to adjust them? Right? So on that basis alone, no, I'm not going to use a Mac.
Yeah, and you still need to use a mouse.
Yeah.
It's just...
Mouse, squeak. Same for you. I cannot use the trackball. I cannot use the trackpad also because my fingers are too fat and stubby. But the whole idea is this also. If you are in a situation where you need to to adapt to change faster, get help.
Get help, definitely. Yeah. So you can look to your mentors. You can look to others who have gone through a similar journey so that you don't have to reinvent the wheel. And I think more importantly for psychological support, know that you're not going to be alone through this journey. And in fact, you would manage things a lot better just knowing that you have some cheerleaders on the sidelines.
Yeah, and also sometimes if the person has gone through the same experience as you have, why reinvent the wheel, right? I mean, exactly. If this person has gone through it, go talk to the person. How do you adjust to this particular change?
Yep. And some of the biggest changes, country moves, job changes, of course, there are all sorts of personal changes. Even going on a holiday is stressful, if you think about it.
Planning for the holiday is stressful.
People think it's not change, but it is because your diet has to shift, your time circadian rhythm, everything changes and everyone thinks it's a holiday. So why can't you embrace a work type change the way you embrace a holiday change?
A holiday change is a happy change, so it's not so stressful yet.
Work changes can be happy.
But moving country, you're right. Moving country, moving house, these are the stressful events. And especially if you're moving into a new role and you're not so certain how a new role in a new industry, get help. Ask people who are already in the industry, get a mentor. And if you can't find mentors, buy a mentor, pay a mentor, pay someone who's to get it done. Because if it can reduce your dissonance, your stress level, then why not, just invest in
More
it.
Importantly, shorten the learning curve.
And make it less painful. And that's why a lot of clients come to us for their career advisory needs. And we, as career strategists, we come in and we help you with your career strategy to make sure that you enjoy a much better and a happier and healthier.
Healthier.
Career. Yeah. So and more and also it's someone who cares.
Yes, or is at least objective, right? You want objective advice. You don't want to wallow. If you just hang around people who are gonna just doom and gloom and everything is bad and we're gonna all die. You're just going to end up absorbing all of that negativity. So hang around, you choose your friends, and also your reading diet. Your YouTube and your social media diet needs to change as well. Because
what do you mean by that?
If you only ever focus on certain type of news or certain types, seriously, a quick tangent, I try not to read the news too often because it's depressing. Because depressing news sells, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Today, I read about 2 deaths, both accidents, and I'm like, why?
Because
you're
right.
Why?
That news sells.
So if you are not feeling your best, maybe limit the amount of news that you want to take. Don't read news at night before you want to sleep because you cannot sleep. So change your media diet, to focus on things that are going to be positive. Focus on items. I don't know. I like cooking videos. I like dog and cat videos for nighttime consumption. For daytime, I like TED Talks. I like book summaries. Then
okay, you can tell she spends a lot of time on the computer. So
too much time on social media.
Too much time.
But I don't believe in TikTok.
Yeah, TikTok is spend more time on TED Talks. I think it's a lot better than TikTok. So that's what we always say. But you're right. What you feed your mind is what grows on in your mind. What grows in your mind and what multiplies in your mind. So,
what you focus on multiplies.
Yes.
So choose what you want to focus on.
And choose the people around you as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? Choose the people around you. So if change is a constant, and if you're undergoing change now, or if you foresee a change that's coming up, and sometimes the change could be a new boss coming in, or you hear in the pipeline that your company wants to switch directions, change products, ramp it up, ramp it down. Brace yourself, prepare for it. I think preparation is very important.
It's not just about, it's a quick thought, right? That's what our company espouses, agility. So if you see it coming, you can manage it better versus blindsided. Yeah. And then you have to manage the change.
Anticipate the change.
So if you anticipate the change, you can prepare versus react.
Yeah. So let me give you an interesting example.
Yeah.
Okay, let's share with them an interesting example. What happens if 2 emails that you send to there's a new project that's going on, okay? And various members of your team are involved, and you're supposed to be involved, but you send emails and you don't get a response from head office. When's the next meeting's going to happen? I heard this new project, high-end project being launched.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah. Okay.
No one's responding to your email, and you are out of the loop.
Yes.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah. So that if you see that, there's probably going to be a change that's coming up, and you're not involved. And that's going to be a bigger change for you, because then the big question is what's happening up there, right?
Yeah. Or why are my colleagues so busy and they're all always having meetings, but I'm not part of that conversation.
It means you're being kept out of the loop.
You are out of the loop, which means not good things.
Not good things.
Yeah.
So that's why if you come work with us, you will start learning how to watch cues like that and how to manage it. And it's not all the end of the world, It's all about engaging with the business leaders, finding out what's happening, what's going on. But if such things happen, those are signs that changes are ahead. Be prepared for those changes, and like what we said earlier,
make some decisions.
Make decisions. Change your mindset. Be kind to yourself, and also take baby steps, actions to get there. Okay, and of course, get help. So, with regards to when it comes to change is going to happen all the time. In fact, ChatGPT, I was playing a bit just yesterday and the day before.
You love it.
I love ChatGPT.
You love it so much. He keeps sending screenshots to us in our company WhatsApp chat just to show all the funny outputs that ChatGPT gives him.
It's amazing. Okay. And this is the baby ChatGPT.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's going to change so much. I'm watching integrations going on now, how to integrate ChatGPT into Excel spreadsheets and then hook it up to your email so it sends out automated responses. It is amazing. Okay, and I'm so excited we're at the cusp of it. And all these changes are going to affect your job as well. So you got to sit down and think, how's it going to affect me? How's it going to make my job better? And how's it going to make my job worse? Okay. So come talk to us if you have any career questions. But once again, let's see if there's any, there's not many comments. So
it's Friday.
And
what's the plan for the weekend, Adrian?
For me, I'm gonna do my gardening.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I happen to be gardening too. Tomorrow, after my hike with Alvin, we are both going to go plant some trees.
Oh, that's nice. Oh,
no, it's a grassroots thing.
Oh, okay.
And then I think I will vegetate the rest of the weekend because it's been a long week.
It's been a long week. I bought like 10 sacks of compost. So a lot of
new plants coming up.
Yeah, a lot of I need to apply a lot of bullshit this weekend. There's a lot of manure to put in and farmer's duty. So
okay, no.
But anyway, it's I'm glad having you here. And once again, if you need to reach out to us, it's info@careeragility.org, or you can WhatsApp us 8838-0557. In the meantime, have a great week ahead.
Was that we wanted to talk about the career clinic that we have? Yes.
So we also right now we are launching a new service which is 1 hour time slots with us. If you have any particular career questions you want to have resolved, just drop us an email. We are available via booking on our website. You can book a time slot with us for a consult. We don't do many of those, but if you
for first time users.
Yeah, for first time users. But if you just have a pressing problem that you think can be fixed very quickly, and you want to have the full weight of our expertise, happy to have that conversation. Just go to our website and just click reach out to us. Okay. And have a great weekend ahead, guys. Everyone, take care. Bye.